Hello everyone, today is April 24th, 2020. My name is Tanya Shepard and this is Daniel White. We are the partners of White and Shepard. We have had our firm for almost 17 years, it's been 16 years now. This is our first clip though, because there's so many interesting things happening and a lot of clients are asking us questions, and we feel like it will be more efficient if we do some clips and answer all of you guys' questions. That way, if you subscribe it, you can know the latest news from us, so you know the updates about your case, whether or not this is going to affect your situation. So why are we here today, Dan?
So, Tanya, we're here today to talk about this proclamation that was issued by the president on April 23rd, yesterday, and it became effective at midnight last night. Actually, it was issued on the 22nd, and became effective last night at midnight.
Okay, so what is this proclamation all about? Who is affected by this?
So the proclamation is all about talking about the individuals who will be limited or restricted from being able to enter the United States. So it's focusing on individuals who are outside of the United States already and are looking for immigrant visas to come to the U.S.
Okay, so you're saying that it will not affect people that are in the United States. Is that what this is about?
Correct, and that's generally correct right now. So this proclamation also has a reservation for the right to go back and change or to extend these restrictions in the future.
Okay, so who are affected by this proclamations?
So there's actually a long list of individuals, and I'll read that list to you guys so that you can see it. But there's a list of individuals who are being restricted from being able to come to the United States.
So these people are not affected by these proclamations. So if you are on this list and you are outside of the United States, you are still okay.
Right. So these are the exempted individuals. So lawful permanent residents is our first category. Individuals and their spouses or children seeking to enter the United States on an immigrant visa as physicians or anyone that's related to a healthcare worker working on COVID-19 issues. Okay, individuals applying for a visa to enter the United States according to the EB-5 rules. So that's that investor visa category. Okay, spouses of U.S. citizens, they're exempted. Okay. Children of U.S. citizens, exempted, all right? Individuals who would further the importance of some U.S. law enforcement agency or directive, they're exempted from the rules. Members of the U.S. Armed Forces and their family members, fairly specifically their spouses and children, okay, exempted. Individuals and their spouses and children eligible for special immigrant visas, they're looking at people from Afghanistan and Iraq. Okay, and then individuals whose entry would be in the national interest of the United States.
Okay. What about non-immigrant visa who are outside of the United States? Are they affected by this?
Non-immigrant visa categories generally are not affected, particularly temporary workers. But again, warning, they could be in the future.
Okay. So I'm going to ask them some questions. These are some questions that I have received from our clients. So hopefully this will help answering some of your concerns, okay? So basically, if I have a green card application pending in the United States, am I affected by this?
If you are in the United States, your green card application is pending, then no, you should not be affected by this. This is, again, targeting individuals who are outside of the United States.
Okay. So if I have the green card pending in the U.S., I have the temporary work permit and travel document. Can I extend those documents?
You can extend those documents, but again, warning, if you try to use those documents or travel outside of the United States, you could run into a problem in the future.
Yeah, so basically, even if you are authorized, you have the document to leave the country, we still do not recommend that you leave the country right now. There's so many things, there's so many uncertainties that could happen. While you're outside of the United States, the president might decide to issue some different orders stopping you from returning back to the United States. So we don't think this is a good time to travel.
Not a good time.
Yeah. So if I'm about to file a green card application in the United States, can I still do that?
Yes, you can still file a green card application in the United States.
Okay. what about like non-immigrant visa in the United States? Like I'm already in the US on an H-1B, on an E-2, on an L. Can I extend my status? Can I file the status for the first time? Can I still do that?
You can still do all of those things. Again, we're not targeting temporary workers right now, but again, warning, 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 you could become the target of future restrictions.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So I think that's gonna have some questions for me as well.
I do. So Tanya, if I've missed my non-immigrant visa interview at the embassy abroad due to this COVID-19 pandemic, will I be affected?
Okay, like Dan said, this proclamation does not target non-immigrant visa holders. So once the COVID-19 crisis is over, the US Embassy should be scheduling your interview as normal. However, we need to look into the future restriction as well, because the president said for non-immigrant visa worker, he's going to talk to the Labor Department and Homeland Security to see if he should be issuing something to restrict the issuance of non-immigrant visa. But right now, everything is good. So basically, as long as the COVID is over and there's no further restriction from the government, you should be rescheduled for your interview.
Correct. And then there's another question, Tanya. I missed my immigrant visa interview at the embassy abroad due to COVID-19. Will I be affected? And again, in this case, it's an immigrant visa interview.
Yeah, this is immigrant visa. And you, number one, you are outside of the United States. Number two, your category is immigrant visa. So you are definitely being targeted. However, you need to look at your own case. Number one, are you a spouse of U.S. citizens? If you are a spouse of U.S. citizens, you should be rescheduled, no problem, with the effect of the proclamation. If you are children of U.S. citizens under 21 years of age, you will be okay. Or you fall under other exemptions, for example, physician, healthcare worker, and all that kind of stuff, you will be okay. Unfortunately, for people who are seeking to enter into the United States on the immigrant visa for employment-based, parents of U.S. citizens, spouse or permanent residents, those, you need to wait until the 60 days is over, and we need to make sure there's no further restrictions. So basically, if you are looking to reschedule your immigrant visa interview, we'll have to look further the type of cases you fall into.
Right.
Okay, so hopefully this will be helpful to you all, and we will keep you updated once we have more information. Thank you and stay safe.